Hey there, welcome to the garden. So I just finished filming a video about planting in the raised beds, and now I'm going to plant some onions and garlic in containers, and I wanted to take you with me, and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. I am a huge fan of planting in containers. I love planting all kinds of things in containers, especially like food crops. If you've been around here, you know I've got lettuce in containers. Let me show you a few things that we're growing. Just give you a little update. We've got cabbages growing in a container here. It's a little bit not full sun, so it's stretching a little bit. We'll see if this heads up, but it's still a really pretty plant. Cabbages. This is a blueberry bush. Cute little dwarf container-sized blueberry that is growing in this container. And then over here I've got collard greens in a grow bag and another cabbage, all edibles in the container. Of course, you know, we grow flowers in containers around here too, but I love to throw, you know, an edible in here or there if I can, because I just think they're super pretty as well as being potentially food. And then in here, I've got my lettuce containers, all kinds of salad greens, which we have been harvesting and enjoying. And I love growing lettuce in containers. That's definitely one of my favorite container plants. Got it under a row cover right now, so I'll put that back on to make sure we don't get any pests getting in there. I'm gonna go over and grab some containers for the onions and the garlic. I have a few kind of lower containers. They're a little shorter, and I think they'll be perfect for these because onions and garlic don't get huge root systems, so I think this will be just the right size. Here's the containers. We've got a couple of these. I would say they're about maybe 8 inches across, so I can do, oh gosh, maybe like three or four onions, and then this is one I'm going to do the garlic in, and again maybe like 4. I might try to do 5 heads of garlic. It's hard because we want to make sure they have enough space, but we'll see how many cloves I actually have in this head of garlic. This is the variety. It is a hard neck garlic, and it's supposed to have a really nice, robust, kind of spicy flavor. And then the onion sets that I have are just these white onions. So they're pretty small right now. I don't really have any details on the mature size, but I'll just try to put in, you know, I think I'm gonna wanna harvest them when they're like maybe this big. That's gonna be my goal. I'm not gonna like worry about the onions getting absolutely fully to maturity, or like maturity, I should say, to their biggest possible size. I'm not gonna worry about that, but I just wanna get like a nice size onion when I harvest it. And then the garlic, I may end up doing 2 containers just to make sure they have enough room to really bulb up, because I would like to get like a really nice big head of garlic. That would be good. So I'm just gonna put regular potting mix, just the normal everyday. I have some just organic potting mix, put that in the containers, and then just to plant these guys up, just following the instructions on the package. Nothing really too special about that part of this process. All right, so I got those onion sets planted in the containers, but I still have quite a few left. This came in a set of, what was it, 75 onion sets, so perfect for someone with a very large garden. You know, I don't quite need that many, but I am not going to waste them. So I think I'm gonna find some little spots around the garden that I can put them. I did plant some in this raised bed in a more intentional way, and now I'm just gonna see where else I could grow some onions. This will take a minute to appreciate the black petunias. How pretty are they? We're getting close to our first frost. It's probably coming in the next couple of weeks at the very latest. So I don't think we have very long with flowers like these. So I gotta try to enjoy them. The decorative peppers too, before they all. So this is a little spot. I think I can tuck a few onions right along the edge of this bed. Thinking to my plans for the summer garden, I don't think I have, well, it might be a little bit of a tight pinch, but I think I have enough space that I could plant just a few along here, and they probably wouldn't be in the way. I don't want to plant a bunch of onions and then just have to, I don't know, dig them up next year. That would be sad and kind of a waste, but I also don't want to waste all of these good sets. So now that I find a few more spaces, I think this bed over here, I could try to stick in a few, and just kind of see what happens. Space gets hit with some of the splashback off the roof during the summer. That's why I kind of just have it mulched, because it's hard for plants to grow. But I'm thinking now that maybe it might actually be a good place for the onions. If they can survive, they'd help hold the soil together, and they would, you know, it's not gonna hurt like the fruit or anything. We'll put a few back here. We'll see. Maybe we can get some onion harvest. We'll see if that helps to keep the squirrels out of that bed as well. I don't know, maybe they'll be kind of repulsed by the onion scents and everything. Now, the next obvious place I have is I have one of these grow bags in here that I could potentially grow some onions in. I had plans to do flowers, like zinnias and stuff in the summer, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna regret it if I fill it up with onions. What to do with all these onions? I decided I'm going to try planting these in a circle around the outside border of this grow bag that I know I want to plant flowers in the summer. One, you know, midway through the summer, I'll be harvesting these anyways, so then there'll be room for any flowers, and then also, you know, or I should say the flowers to get bigger, or if I want to add flowers, but there'll be room in the center for like zinnias or cosmos or whatever I want to grow on the inside. And I'm also curious if it will keep the squirrels out of the grow bag. So I kind of want to test this theory that I've heard of people planting, you know, like a row of garlic or a row of onions on the edge of beds to help keep pests out. I want to test that theory. So I'm going to try that by putting a row of these around the edge of the grow bag. We'll see what happens. All right, I have no idea if that will work, but I am curious to see, and it'll be interesting. I did end up just throwing the other ones that I had, like the final leftovers, just in the middle of the grow bag. Oh, this is, lest you think I do everything perfectly. I killed my verbena, which is sad. But anyways, I did end up just throwing them in the center of the grow bag, and I figure I can harvest them as really small, kind of like almost green onions, when I'm ready to, and then that'll be better than just totally wasting them. So that's the plan for that. Anyways, now I'm gonna water all of this in. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out in the garden, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.